Hey, this is Vic from Vic Man Guitar. Welcome to the lesson. Today we're diving into Peter Frampton's Show Me the Way, and this is in the style of his 1976 Midnight Special. And you could see it live on YouTube, and I think it was actually filmed or even broadcasted in December 1975. He's got a bright, little touch of reverb tone in there. I tried to achieve that with this, and that's the tone I like best from it. It's a little cleaner than his album version, and I think it's also a better song to actually learn from, and then you can always add your own crunch and distortion to it later on. So we're going to dive right into the lesson right now. We're in standard tuning, and I'll put the tabs up on the screen as we go through it. The chords up here on the screen are the same for the solo, the intro, and the verse. The only difference is that during the solo and the intro, he's doing one bar of each of those chords. And during the verse, he's doing two bars. So on the live recording, that Midnight Special, he's doing three of that progression. Now he'll do another one. So he'll do three, I believe on the album again, it might be two. Then he goes into the verse. I wonder how you're feeling is ringing in my ears. And that's where he does two bars of each. Now, the recording's at 130, 132 beats per minute. So it's pretty fast paced in the eighth notes. So it's pretty much 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what he does when he does that transition from B flat to C, he's doing the whole bar of first the B flat, and then the second bar he shares with the C. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and when you watch that midnight special, there's one of the shots that they're in. You see his hand, and you could see him make the transition. He uses a little different chord voicings. I think for the D, he's down. Where is he at the 5th fret? And he's doing. So that's what I see him doing in that recording. But again, this will serve you well. So it's a little different voicing than the other one. So just see which one you like. And it's also good to get different voicings of different chords. So the first verse, as you saw, when he shares the second bar for the B flat with C, okay? The second time he goes through the verse, he's going to skip going to the C, and the B flat has the whole bar, both bars. So the first one is. And he takes the whole 2 bars. And then he goes into the A sus4. So he'll do a whole bar of that. Into a G. And then he goes into the chorus. The chorus is B minor. Oh, won't. Show me the way. The G. B minor. hear him strum A7 sus4 once, and then the solo starts. And the solo, depending on the recording you listen to, it might last for 8 measures or 8 bars. And it's 1 bar of each of chords again. That's a solo. And then he goes back into the second verse. Well, I can see no reason, you're living on your nerves. And that's again the 2 bars of each of these chords. So I wanted to give you an alternate for the chorus. Okay, so we looked at it, oh, and you show me the way every day, and it was B minor. Okay, but you could throw in an A. So, you know, like the rockers A. You could do. You could share the bar for the B minor with the A before you go to the G. Then you go back into the solo. So I wanted to give you a different chord progression, and if you just stick with the B minor to G, that's fine, okay? But if you want to go ahead and get that extra chord progression and throw it in the A, it's kind of a nice transition, and I've seen it and heard it both ways. So you see which way you like it best. But the B minor to the G is fine. B minor to A to G kind of adds a nice chord progression in there. Well, I hope that helps. I think now you got the basic structure of the song down. I'm going to go ahead and load up the PDF onto vicmanguitar.com. There'll be a link in the description below or the card up above. And what you could do is go ahead and then just practice getting your chord transitions. It is a fast song. And you know, I did hear it said that it's more important to get your rhythm down than it is to get actual every single note perfect. So what you want, especially with a fast song like this and people are moving to it, you want to get the rhythm. You don't want to have to hesitate in between chords. So I'll have some lessons on there showing you how to practice and getting your chord transitions done smoothly and quickly. But you want to go ahead and practice as much as you could. I've always heard that, you know, the metronome is the best way to do it. So it's a 130 beats per minute or 132. So knock down the metronome to 90. But what's a fun way to play is you go to YouTube, you bring up that Midnight Special Show Me the Way song, or any song that you practice in. YouTube in the settings allows you to slow down the song. If you're on your laptop, you could slow it down any increment from 100 down to like 25. And even by 1, you know, like 91, 89, 80. On your phone, you could knock it down by increments down to 75 or 50 or 25. That's a speed. So practice at a slow level and keep up with the song playing smoothly. And then when you get your chops up to that level, let's say at the 50, I know it's boring, but you get your chops up at the 50, move up to 75, or better yet, if you're on your laptop, start at 50 and jump up to 60 and then jump to 70. And you could do this fairly quickly and you'll be surprised. And that's the next best thing to the metronome. Get your speed up. But playing with an actual recording is the next best thing to playing with a live band. And it'll actually prepare you for playing with a live band. So have fun with that one. Keep practicing, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.